Okay, today I have 3 quick tips that are going to help you improve your serve's consistency. Number 1 tip, do not toss the ball too high out of your reach. When you're thinking, oh no, come on man, I see many players on the ATP Tour, they're tossing the ball super high. Remember Maria Sharapova? People in second-story office buildings used to see her toss going up, so super high. But did you know that a high toss makes it more difficult for you to be consistent, especially on windy days? But even if there's no wind, it still makes it easier. Here's why. Let's say the racket right now is as high as I can reach on my serve, okay? I'm fully stretched out as high as I can reach, and there's the racket, okay? Now, if I toss the ball way up here, out of the screen, you can't even see it, as it starts to drop at the rate of gravity, the ball picks up speed. It starts to pick up speed as it drops. So by the time it gets to your hitting zone, which is right here, the ball's moving fast. It's moving fast through your hitting zone, giving you less time. On the other hand, there's the racket as high as I can reach. If I just toss the ball to the peak of my reach right here, the ball stops in midair for a millisecond. And then it starts to drop, but it's dropping slower here. It hasn't picked up speed yet. Did you know that when you toss just to the peak of your reach, you actually have 10 times more time to hit the ball? Okay, so that's huge. Try it. There are many players now on the ATP Tour, on the WTA Tour. Nick Kyrgios, J.J. Wolf, check his toss out. There's other ones. In the past, you had Goran Ivanisevic, Djokovic's coach, won Wimbledon just to the peak. Boom, he smacked it. Roscoe Tanner, so many. So it works. It's proven. It's tested. Okay? Now, Federer tossed a little higher than that, and so does Djokovic. But, hey, you got to be good to play on the tour, okay? So it works for some people. It works really well. So give it a shot. Number 2, you have to look at a spot above the net. You know that white tape on the net? Look at a spot above that. How high do you need to clear the net? Now, if you're hitting the ball flat, you may only have 1 or 2 feet maximum to clear the net by, but you still have to look at that spot, because if you look at the service line, here's what happens. Okay, if you look at the service line, you see that the service line is about halfway up the net, and your brain gets that signal. You're looking at the service line, and that's where you serve it. Right into the middle of the net, because that's the signal your brain gets. Instead, you want to look at that big green ball on the windscreen. Or if you have to go lower, look at the word consistent. And you want to aim there. That's going to be key to prevent you from hitting in the net, which a lot of players do. They hit a lot of serves in the net. And then the third thing, let's say you're looking above the net, but all your serves are going long now. Okay, that's where you have to learn to impart spin to the ball. You have to learn to use a continental grip, and you have to learn to approach the toss on a different angle. You're not coming at the ball so flat. You're coming at it from an angle like this, so you can brush the ball and impart some topspin. There are many videos on my channel here that talk about a topspin serve, a kick serve. It's basically the same. So check those out if you're learning how to get spin. Okay, right now I'm looking at that point above the net, so I get that net clearance. Now, as soon as I release the toss, right there at about nose height, my right arm is swinging. It starts to swing so I can catch the ball right at the peak. Now, that ball dropped maybe an inch. But remember, it's still there in that hitting zone a lot longer because the toss was not out of my reach. Okay, again, I'm looking at that spot over the net. I want to get my net clearance. And as the hands come up, as soon as I let go of the ball, I'm swinging at it. I want to catch it right at the peak of the reach. Okay, right there you can see I pronated. The palm of my hitting hand is facing the fence on the right side. So that's a natural consequence of a good service motion. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. Please give me a like, a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel for more tips like these. Check the description box below. Please go to the website for my free serve course, backhand course, and forehand course. And that way I will email you when we have our super sale, US Open sale at the end of this month. And I'll have all 13 of my online courses for a super low price. So check that out. It's really, honestly, I think it's the best deal on the internet. Really. I mean, I got to be honest. It is. It's a great deal for any aspiring tennis player. All right, guys, please have a great one. Make it a great one. And happy, consistent serving. Take care.